Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Students, we will be completing the English poem From a Railway Carriage written by Robert Louis Stevenson, Part 3. Let's go through what we have learned in the earlier part. The poet sees the child climbing the steep ground and collecting berries during climbing. He also sees a homeless person who looks at the train with amazement. This man is very much shocked and surprised looking at this train. So he is looking at it continuously. As the train moves forward, the poet sees in the meadows that the ladies are gathering strings for making garlands with daisy flowers. So today we will be completing the last stanza of this poem. Let's continue with the last stanza. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. Students are requested to do the silent reading. In those days, they used to have horse carts and wheels that were used to transport on the roads. These horse carts have to carry heavy loads, not only things but also people. The poet then sees that the cart is moving slowly in the highway. It was full of load, and the cart driver was also selling on it along with the load. Let's see the meaning of cart. Cart is a strong open vehicle with 2 or 4 wheels. What is the meaning of lumping? Lumping means carry a heavy load somewhere with difficulty. The next meaning is to lump along means to move heavily as heavy cart would. Load is just anything heavy that is carried from one place to another. And the last line of the poem is, and here is a mill and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. The poet tries to explain us that there are mills all over and river. It is beautiful to see, but how quickly they come and go. The poet also gets a glimpse of a mill and a river by its side. He's seeing a mill. What is the meaning of the mill? Mill is a small kind of a factory near the river. He sees it, and all this are seen just a glimpse for a fraction of seconds. All these objects which he saw has disappeared from the sights. All this happens very quickly. He will not able to see the same hill, the mill, the load, the tramp, the child, the daisies. He won't be able to see them again. In that journey, that is what the poet conveys, that this is the journey of life. We move forward and we will carry on with our life. We have to pass on the stages one after the other that is end, the enjoyment of the life. The railway journey is a source of happiness and a great experience. It also provides a chance to see natural beauty which refreshes our mind. The meaning of glimpse is a quick look. Recall once again, here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone forever. Lump is to carry a heavy load somewhere with great difficulty. Glimpse, momentary or partial view. What is the conclusion of the poem? From a Railway Carriage by R.L. Stevenson presents a series of realistic images that enable the reader to experience the feel of traveling in a train. I hope so. All the students, you must have been traveled in the train once or the other. Let's see the conclusion of the last stanza. The poet then sees a cart moving slowly in the highway. It was full of load, and the cart driver was sitting on the top of the load. He also gets a glimpse of a mill and a river by its side. All these objects appeared and disappeared so quickly. The poet describes the scene he sees through the window of a fast moving train. He is so amazed at the speed of a train and tries to grasp every glimpse he sees because they are out of sight the very next moment. The train moves with such a great speed that everything he seems to be moving. I hope so, students, you have understood the poem. Now we are going to start with the question and answers of this poem. We have already completed the meanings. Let's see if any of the meanings you have missed out. Please continue writing. Fairy, which means a small imaginary being of human form that has magical powers, especially good ones. Witch, a woman thought to have magical powers, especially evil ones. Hedge, a fence or boundary formed by closely growing bushes or shrubs. Ditch, a narrow channel dug at the side of the road or field to hold or carry away water. Meadow, a piece of grassland, especially one used for hay. Clamber, climb or move in an awkward and laborious way using both hands and feet. Seventh one, scramble, make one's way quickly over rough ground by using one's hands as well as feet. Tramp, a person who travels from one place to another on foot in search of work, a homeless person. Lumping, carry a heavy load somewhere with difficulty. Glimpse, quick look, or you can also write to catch sight of briefly. Bramble, any rough, wild tangled prickly shrub, specifically the blackberry bush. Question number 2, we are going to start with answer the following questions. Why are the sides said to fly? The answer is as follows. The sides are said to fly because the poet is sitting in a fast moving train and all the beautiful scenes he gets to see as glimpses just rush past him and disappear because of the speed of the train. Let's see the second question. Write the following. The sights seen through a railway carriage mentioned in the first stanza. The sights seen through a railway carriage mentioned in the first stanza are bridges, houses, hedges, ditches, horses and cattle in the meadows. This we have done in part 1. Second question. The sights mentioned in the second stanza are. The sights seen in the second stanza are hills, plains and painted stations. The sights mentioned in the third stanza are a child clambering and scrambling to gather brambles, a tramp gazing at the train in wonder and green creepers for stringing the daisies. This we have also done in the part 2. Does the last line make you happy or sad? And why? The last line, gone forever, makes me feel sad because all the pleasure and happiness got from enjoying the beauty of nature comes to an end and disappears forever as the railway carriage speeds ahead. The last question is, find pairs of rhyming words from the poem. This can be done with stanza wise, witches and ditches, battle and cattle, plain and rain, and again. I buy, scrambles, brambles, gazes, daisies, road, load, river, ever. Students, we have completed with the question answers a small homework. Share your experience or write your experience while traveling in the train. Thank you everyone.